fourth grade. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. We are going to continue to make inferences and draw conclusions in fictional stories. Today we're going to be reading Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast, one of my favorite stories. If you love it as much as I do, you'll be happy to know that there are a bunch of these in the series and they are all super funny. I absolutely love the illustrations as well. So we're going to get started right away. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that you can follow along in the book with me. So I want to remind you that as I am reading, I'm going to be asking you questions. Please push pause when I ask you the question so that you have time to answer it before I give you the answer. Also, remember that not every question is going to say, can you infer or draw the conclusion, but you're going to have to use inferencing and drawing conclusions to actually answer the question. So you're going to use what you already know and what the story is saying to make an inference. So this is Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast, and it's by Josh Funk and illustrated by Brendan Kearney. You can already tell, look at these characters. Oh, I love the illustrations. They're just so simple, but awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast. Deep in the fridge and behind the green beans, way past the tofu and left of the cheese, up in the corner and back by the roast sat Lady Pancake beside Sir French Toast. The leftover friends were as close as could be until they heard news from their neighbor, Miss Brie. The syrup is almost completely all gone. A single drop's left, just a drop, she went on. So what can we infer about Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast's relationship right now? They said that they're close, right? They're sitting in the fridge. They look happy together. They look great. But it's saying that there is just a drop of syrup left. And we know that you put syrup on French toast and on pancakes, so we can infer that this might make it a bit of an issue between the two. So let's read and find out. The last drop is mine, Lady Pancake conversed. But French Toast replied, not if I get there first. Like that, he was off, and the race had begun, with Pancake behind, breaking into a run. Through broccoli forest, past orange juice fountain, they climbed to the top of Potato Mash Mountain. Pushing and shoving, they fought for the lead, Toast behind Pancake, who rolled at high speed. She screeched to a stop at the edge of the shelf, clutching a grapevine to steady herself. Toast didn't notice and couldn't quite stop, plummeting down into jam with a plop. So I want you to take a second and infer the meaning of plummeting. Toast didn't notice and couldn't quite stop, plummeting down into jam with a plop. So if you said falling, yes, because he couldn't stop and he fell, and you can see in the picture that he's in the jam, and then it says plop at the bottom. So you had to infer that that word meant falling. He scraped himself off and yelled, up, you're a meanie, as Pancake rappelled down a rope of linguine. So let's stop there. Repelled. What does that mean? He scraped himself off and yelled up, you're a meanie, as Pancake rappelled down a rope of linguine. So if you said repelled means to go down, you're absolutely correct, because it said down a rope, so she's using a rope to rappel down. She bragged, I'm the best of all breakfast food treats, then hurtled a lime and skipped over 2 beets. I am, thought Toast, but his chances looked bleak, so Toast took a shortcut down sauerkraut peak. Skiing past spinach and artichoke dip, Toast vaulted high in the air with a flip. Nearing the edge, he tripped one final jump, but stumbled and fell way below with a thump. So what can we infer about Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast's personality? So we can infer that they are both pretty competitive, right? Their personality is competitive. They want to win. They're racing to the end. So we could say both of them are competitive, and neither one of them has shown any kind of kindness towards each other yet, right? Like Lady Pancake didn't help Sir French Toast up. Sir French Toast didn't help Lady Pancake. So right now, they're just super competitive to get to that syrup at the end. Pancake made us one of her seafaring skills and sailed across oceans of soup, causing spills. But Chilly Lagoon slathered Pancake in muck, and then at a fork in the road, she got stuck. Don't go that way, yelled a chickpea to warn her. But Pancake sped on and got trapped in a corner. Caught behind dressings, one Russian, one ranch, she squeezed out and started a bean avalanche. Toast reemerged in the vegetable crisper, sneaking up swiftly, not making a whisper. Beans were now falling from such a great height, some kidney, some lima, some pinto, some white. Searching for safety from raining legumes, Toast turned to hide, but was blasted by fumes of Brussels sprouts left from an old party platter. So quickly he climbed up a celery ladder. What can we infer about the smell of Brussels sprouts? I'll read this page again. If it stops being blurry, there we go. Searching for safety from raining legumes, Toast turned to hide but was blasted by fumes of Brussels sprouts left from an old party platter. So if he's blasted from fumes, we know that Brussels sprouts are pretty smelly. And if you've ever made them or opened a container that they were in, you know that they are pretty stinky. Beside him, a lettuce leaf parachute landed. Pancake flipped out. "It is mine," she demanded. Battered and soggy, exhausted and crumbling, too tired to push, they were limping and stumbling. So they're tired, limping, and stumbling. So can we use our inferring skills to figure out what's going to happen next? So if you said maybe they're going to both give up and not get to the syrup and just fall asleep there, that could be right, right? You could infer because you know that they're exhausted and crumbling. So, let's see what's going to happen to these two that are exhausted and tired. There stood the bottle of syrup at last. But wait, it was empty. They stood quite aghast. Licking his lips with a sneer that was awful, out of the shadows crept Baron von Waffle. So, what can we infer happened to the syrup? We can infer that this waffle took the syrup because the waffle also needs syrup, right? And he's licking his lips. So that means he probably used the last of the syrup. I got here first. While you boasted and bickered, my, was that syrup delicious, he snickered. With one evil laugh, Waffle slipped out of sight. The syrup was gone. No more reason to fight. Trudging back home beneath layers of grime, Toast said perhaps we should not fight next time. Agreed, replied Pancake. As friends we should share. Hey, look, we can split up that butter right there. And then this last page is a picture of the refrigerator. And I think it's super cool because it's kind of hard to see on this camera, but it opens up and you can see this is the end and it's the whole, it's hard to show, the whole refrigerator. So super cool. What conclusion can we draw about Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast relationship? So we can probably say that they're not going to bicker and fight again, right? Because they learned that that didn't get them anywhere, right? So maybe next time they'll work together to get to the syrup and split it at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that story as much as I did. Super fun, Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast. I'm going to show you again. Here's your choice board. Same thing. You're going to choose one of these. You can use one of these stories online or a fictional book that you may have at home to complete them. And if you'd like to share any of these with me, I would love to see them. You can email me at swozniak@rvaschools.net. Again, it's swozniak, S and then WOZNIAK @rvaschools.net. So I really enjoyed this week with you guys. I hope that you had an awesome time. I loved reading with you guys and making inferences and drawing conclusions. You can email me any of the things you did from the choice board. I'd love to see them and I promise to respond. If you have questions about inferencing or drawing conclusions or would like additional work, feel free to email me and ask for it. I have a ton of stuff. It was really fun, guys. I'm so proud of you for working so hard.